Hi folks, Dr. Jim Gishwin here, PhD. I hope you sit there and look. I'm not looking for big donations. I'm just looking for gas money as a chaplain for 2 counties now that I'm doing it on my own. And also to sit there and fill up the scholarship fund. I give out $1,500 in scholarships a year. And starting to get getting tight, so it's starting to where I can't do it. I'd like it to at least last, if something happens to me, and I had a near-death thing myself, respiratory arrest in the hospital. So that brings it to light to me to think about whether or not this stuff would continue. And I know that when you let your relatives and stuff take over after you're gone, that a lot of times these memorial things go away quickly. I just want it to last a year or two. So, on to business. Democratic Party's in disarray. They don't have a bench, folks. Tell me, where's their bench? They're leaving 5 or 6 people that people don't even give a crap about. Of course, Kamala's got to head the ticket. She has to, or else they lose that 200 whatever war chest. And I guess they're all trying to figure out now, can they control Kamala? He's going to stay on as president. Now look, if he ain't capable of running for president, why is he capable of being president? I didn't vote for Jill. The Marine Corps band ought to be disbanded for sitting there actually considering doing an entrance music for her, like the Hail to the Chief thing. I didn't vote for them. And I didn't vote for a group. There's no such thing in the Constitution as group rule. Because everything they're doing is so unconstitutional, and they sit there and say that we're the threat to the Constitution. Now look, Trump was toned down, and I know where he's coming from, because I had a near death myself 2-3 weeks ago. Flopping on the floor, respiratory arrest, 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I was scared. Yeah, I'm sure Trump was scared. And he's the kind of person that would admit it, too. But he got up. I got up. Okay? I fought. He fought. Okay? That doesn't mean I'm as great as him. Don't get me wrong about that. It's just, I tell the veterans I visit, I said, you got to get up. You got to move around. You got to live. Don't lay in that bed or the recliner. It's a death sentence. Okay? That's just common sense, folks. It's common sense. My late wife would be alive today if I could have gotten her out of that recliner. Oh, it hurts. Well, get up. Work it out. That's what I did. I had the same problem she did. Cardiovascular disease. Anyway. And I got half of a leg that is dead. But I walk on it. The nerves are dead, but the muscles are there. It's amazing what you can do if you sit there and put your mind to it. The mind is such an amazing thing. Now, where they screwed up, trying to kill Trump, he had said it himself. Listen to this, and listen to this carefully. You can't kill the movement by killing the man. The movement goes on. He's created a movement that is catching on worldwide, actually. It started with Nixon and his moral majority. Then it went to the Tea Party. And now it's with MAGA. In fact, Clinton said America first in his campaign thing. So it's not a dirty word. America first is not a dirty word. Patriotism is not a dirty word. Love of your country is not a dirty word. You got to understand, folks. All right? We are on the precipice. We have to make this a landslide. We have to have control of both houses of Congress or nothing will get done. We're not going to survive with gridlock with Trump yet. And he picked a good man to lead the MAGA movement. That's why he picked a young man. I know what was going through his mind. He knew that his time was limited, and he had to pick someone to carry on. So that's what he did. He picked a guy from the Rust Belt, a down-to-earth guy, a common man that could identify with you and me. Oh, of course, God, the Democrats, they sat there. MSNBC came out and just trashed his speech. He was very subdued in his speech. He mentioned Biden once, and he said, I'll only do it once. Okay, because he's not running against Biden. And we know that. We don't know who the heck we're running against, except Kamala. I'm going to tell you something about Kamala. She is not an African American. Her granddaddy owned 200 slaves in Jamaica. She's from Jamaica. And then Canada. Okay? She's about as un-American as it can get. She doesn't represent anybody. Who the heck does she represent? That's why she only got 1%, for God's sake, in the primaries running for president before. And that's why they picked her, because they thought they could control her. And that's why they picked Joe, because they knew they could control him. Because they knew he had that problem going in. Jim Clyburn and Obama. They handpicked these two. And now they've got a messed up bed, and they got to sit there and remake the bed again. They can't even lie on it. Oh, they're going nuts. And it's almost like a comedy. Almost like the Keystone Cops. But it's sad, because these people are close to the nuclear football. What the hell is Jill doing near the nuclear football? She doesn't have any clearances. And what's she doing sitting in cabinet meetings and stuff and ordering people what to do? This is so unconstitutional. It is insane. He should be out of office right now, along with his stinking family. Well, anyway. Just remember, folks, do not relax. We have to make it a landslide. Okay? I think Trump got humbled with that assassination attempt, just like I got humbled a few weeks ago. I realized my mortality. He realized his. I could sense it in him. I could sense it. And my family knows that I'm talking a little different, too. Not because I have a hard time losing my breath when I talk too much. How am I going to sit there and go back to high school and stand up there for an hour and a half 4 times a day? I don't know. We'll see. I got until August 12th to get ready for that. And it's going to cost me about $300 to sit there and get all the supplies I need to. So, it's just life continues. As long as my little girls here, my fur babies, give me all the love in the world, I'm happy. But I can't sit there and sit in that recliner. I can't be a couch potato. And neither can you. You need to get up and be active. Let's actively fight for what we need. And by that, I mean get those people out to vote. Go rent a van, pick up homeless people, whatever you got to do. Okay? I love you all. And I'm going to give you my sincerest blessing. Dear Lord, please bless these fine folks. Give them the courage to sit there and fight for this wonderful country you gave us. We ask this in your name, Lord. Amen. God bless you. I remain your humble servant.